President's Diary, where we highlight the work of President Dr. Mohamed Irfaan Ali every week in driving development and unity across the majestic land of Guyana. And nothing screams unity more than a packed cricket stadium filled with fans, and that's exactly where President Ali spent his Sunday night cheering on the Guyana Amazon Warriors. President Irfaan Ali joined world leaders on Tuesday morning at the opening of the 80th United Nations General Assembly in New York. The president's delegation included the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Hugh Todd, the Minister of Health, Frank Anthony, and Guyana's permanent representative to the United Nations, Caroline Rodriguez. The president also met with the incoming president of the U.S. Export-Import Bank, Mr. John Jovanovic, and the White House Executive Director of the National Energy Dominance Council, Mr. Jarrod Agen, on the sidelines of the UNGA. On Tuesday evening, President Ali and First Lady Arya Ali engaged with Guyanese diaspora in New York at Rousseau-on-the-Bay in Queens. The head of state met with United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio and held discussions on deepening bilateral relations between the two countries. President Ali and Secretary Rubio highlighted the importance of the existing strategic partnership in advancing regional security, especially to support regional efforts in the fight against narco-terrorism and transnational crimes. In delivering his address at United Nations General Assembly, President Ali called attention to the crises confronting Guyana and the global community, including climate change and food insecurity.
Guyana calls for the transformation of global food systems to be more resilient, sustainable, and equitable by strengthening local production and reducing dependence on volatile markets. Guyana stands ready to share its experience and partner with others to ensure nutritious food for all.
President Ali also called for urgent action to end the genocide in Gaza and the war in Ukraine, as well as the humanitarian crisis in Sudan and Haiti. To enhance bilateral discussions, President Irfaan Ali met with United Arab Emirates UAE, Minister of State for International Cooperation, Her Excellency Rim bint Ibrahim Al-Hashimi, on the sidelines of the 80th UNGA. He also met with His Excellency Adel Al-Jubeir, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs of Saudi Arabia. The president joined other world leaders at a luncheon organized by the Clinton Global Initiative. President Ali held bilateral discussions with United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres and updated him on the Guyana-Venezuela border controversy and the ICJ case, which is expected to be heard in a few months. The leaders discussed recent developments in the region, including in the South Caribbean Sea. They also exchanged views on artificial intelligence, gender equality, and Guyana's initiatives for forest and biodiversity conservation. Health remains a top priority for President Ali. He witnessed the signing of an agreement between the governments of Guyana and Northwell Health on Tuesday, which will result in the modernization of Guyana's emergency management systems. The updates will commence with an assessment of ambulance services across the country, scheduled to begin in October of this year. To end their week in New York, President Irfaan Ali and First Lady Arya Ali attended a dinner hosted by the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, and First Lady Melania Trump for world leaders attending the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly. From rallying with the Guyana Amazon Warriors at the National Stadium to delivering a pivotal address at the 80th UNGA in New York, President Ali's week focused on his people-centered leadership and the transformation of lives not only in Guyana but across the globe. Do join us again next time on the President's Diary.